Okay, we all use AI for quick answers, right? But what if you could use it to build genuine, deep expertise? In this explainer, we're going to unlock a really powerful technique from our source material that shows you exactly how to command expert level knowledge from pretty much any AI.
I mean, think about a field like AI. It changes so fast. Today's cutting edge tech is just tomorrow's standard practice. So, how on earth do the experts stay expert? How do senior engineers actually stay ahead when the ground is constantly shifting underneath them? And this really gets to the core of the problem. The internet is just flooded with beginner tutorials and really surface level articles. But finding that reliable production grade knowledge, the kind of stuff you can actually build a career on, that is incredibly difficult. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack made entirely of marketing fluff.
So this brings us to what you could call the expert content challenge. And look, it's not that there's a lack of information out there, it's about a lack of signal in all of that noise. So what do? Well, naturally, we turn to our AI research assistants. Tools like Gemini can sift through absolute mountains of data in seconds. They feel like the perfect solution, right? But there's a hidden trap here, one that most of us fall into without even realizing it.
It all comes down to a classic phrase from the early days of computing, and it has never been more relevant. Garbage in, garbage out. It's that simple. The quality of the AI's output is a direct reflection of the quality of your input. If you ask vague, simple questions, you are almost always going to get vague, simple answers. So, if the input is everything, how do we craft a brilliant one? Well, our source material reveals a stunningly effective blueprint. So let's break it down. Let's look at the anatomy of a master prompt that's designed to extract pure expertise. Okay, this first step is absolutely crucial. You don't just ask a question, you cast the AI in a specific expert role. Telling it to act as a senior AI engineer and educator sets a very, very high bar for the context, the tone, and the depth of the response you're about to get. Next, the prompt gets super specific. The command to explain core technical concepts is basically telling the AI to cut all the fluff. It's a direct order to get to the mechanics, to the architectural principles, the stuff that explains how things really work under the hood. Now, this is how you get practical, future-focused insights. Asking for how things are implemented in production-grade systems in 2026 forces the AI to look beyond textbooks. You're not just asking about a concept, you're asking how a specific framework, like LangGraph, would be used to build a real system today. Expertise isn't just about knowing what to do, it's also about knowing what not to do. This part of the prompt is pure gold. It asks for that hard-won wisdom that only comes from experience, the common traps that junior engineers fall into, and why they're so dangerous.
And this is the kill shot for generic content. It's a direct, unmistakable command to the AI. Filter out everything I could find in a basic tutorial and give me only the senior level perspective. I want the debates, the trade-offs, the nuance. This is how you unlock that deep knowledge.
And finally, the prompt demands accountability. It forces the AI to show its work by providing authoritative sources. Now, this doesn't just let you verify the information, it gives you a perfectly curated reading list for your own deep dives. It turns a single answer into a launchpad for more learning. But here's the best part. This isn't just a one-off trick. It's actually a reusable pattern for becoming an expert in almost any complex field you can imagine. The real power of this whole structure isn't that it works just once. The power is that it's a template. Think of it like a master key that can unlock deep knowledge across a huge range of subjects.
And our source material proves it. This exact same master prompt structure was used to conduct deep research on all of these incredibly complex and different domains. Everything from the nuts and bolts of machine learning workflows to the abstract thinking behind AI-focused math. It's a truly versatile tool. So what does this all mean for us? Well, it signals a fundamental shift in how we acquire knowledge and what skills are becoming the most valuable. The future, as it turns out, is all about asking. If you remember one thing from this explainer, please let it be this. In an age where we have infinitely available answers, the person who can formulate the most insightful, strategic, and well-structured question is the one who's going to win. This is the new reality. The old valuable skill was just retrieving information.
The new, absolutely essential skill is designing information requests. It's about being an architect for your prompts to generate genuine insight. We've just broken down the perfect question to ask an AI, but the real challenge now is turning that lens inward on ourselves. So it makes you wonder, what's the one important question that you need to start asking?